What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe.
I know that everybody listening to this show throughout the state of Louisiana, up in East Texas, if you're listening to us up on 11:30 a.m. The Tiger, probably some portions of Mississippi. The reason you tuned in this morning was to hear us talk about your 2-6 New Orleans Saints taking on the 1-7 Carolina Panthers.
Is that game free admission?
Actually, tickets are still, because the Panthers actually do have really good fans.
Yeah.
$23, lowest ticket price. Saints are 6.5-point favorites. Can the Saints beat anybody by 6.5 points? Could the Saints beat Walker by 6.5 points right now?
Yeah, they're in a little bit of a
I
down
don't know.
year.
Walker's undefeated right now.
Are they?
No.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're. I thought that's what they. Maybe
They're
I'm
undefeated
wrong.
in district.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Is that where you play, Tay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I've been a Walker my whole life. It's so great I've never left.
Because they got a Burger King.
They got no, Jake, you're downplaying it. They got everything. They got every fast food thing on you can think of. We got a Popeyes, a Cane's, both out there. Some Louisiana flair. Okay,
Guys,
don't downplay it. Okay,
hear
it's
me
not
out.
just a Burger King.
I know Derek Carr is making this huge comeback that we've all been anticipating, but I'm betting on the Panthers, just off of pure spite.
This is not a joke. This is not like to try to get a laugh. I'm not kidding when I say there is not a National Football League team that I would bet against with the Saints being a 6.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
No, there's not one.
Right.
I would bet for that team. It doesn't matter who it is. The Jets, the Giants, the Panthers, the Raiders, the Titans. You lay them all out. I'm going for that team.
Yeah.
The Saints right now are not 6.5 points better than anybody. I hope on Monday I can come here and be like, oh my God, I was so wrong. I was so wrong. The Saints won. Look what they did. Although I'm not sure that a lot of Saints fans want them to win anymore. And not because they're just so fed up, they're like, the hell with it, but because they want it to be blown up. They want it to be so bad that Gumshoe and Mickey can't make an excuse to bring back Dennis Allen and the rest of the band.
But he is, though. Like, I feel like it's already that bad, and he is already making excuses.
Oh, he already is, but if you just go out there and you end up 3-14, you can't. Like, not even Big Lee Chew Mickey can go out there and do that. There's no way. There's no way.
I don't think you can if you lose this Sunday. If you lose to the Panthers, that's it.
But y'all aren't looking beyond the results.
That's true. That's very
Y'all
true.
are just looking at results right now.
My God, like you look at who they are and what they've been and the way it's trending. If you don't get this one, you got Atlanta coming up on the 10th. That's a loss. You got Cleveland. That looks kind of different now with Jameis. They're at least fun. They just beat the Ravens.
God, I love that guy.
I mean, still down, like on your schedule, you still have Green Bay, the Commanders, the Rams, who just beat a good team last Sunday night. Or maybe it's Thursday night. Either way. Tampa Bay on the road. If this team wins 6 games, how can you stand behind a podium and try to sell that ish to anybody? The people that are giving you their hard-earned money to go watch this football team, how could you sell that? You couldn't. There's nothing you could do. You would be the laughing stock, and you're already close to getting there, of the National Football League. It blows my mind. I have never seen a situation, because the NFL, it is so hard to stay relevant. It is so hard to stay consistent. It is so hard to be successful, right? But if you're not successful, you make changes. You make wholesale changes because you have to keep up with the rest of the league. And thankfully, you've got the money to make those changes because you're the most popular sport in our country by a lot. It's not even close. And the Saints, to their credit, their window was open for 2 decades almost, about 15 years. Never happens. Good on you. It's closed. It's nailed shut. It's glued shut. And you're not passing code right now. But I don't know if they don't realize it or they're so arrogant because their window stayed open for so long that they think, just like every head coach, like when they get the retrend quarterback of the first rounder that didn't work out in his previous spot, but I can make him work because I'm me and I can make it work. That's what they feel like right now. And if you go out there on the road in a game in which I wouldn't be shocked at all if the Panthers beat you and you lose that and you look up and you are 2-7, losing 7 in a row.
And the 7th game was to the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah. And your fans, again, want you to lose because they want it to get blown up and they probably want a better draft pick. And they would like for you to select a quarterback for the first time in the first round since Archie Manning. Archie Manning.
That's actually
Not Peyton,
an insane stat.
not Eli, Archie.
Jake, I get Saints fans wanting this thing to go off the rails, but I was talking to a few of my buddies who are Saints fans the other day. I don't think the Saints are going to draft a quarterback in the first round.
No.
Why? What have they done to give me any confidence, like you just pointed out, for me to believe that they're going to do that? I mean, you almost say they have to, but they kind of had to this past year and didn't. Now they had other needs. They needed an offensive line and all that, and I think Fuaga was.
They did, and where they were. Remember, all the quarterbacks went ahead of them, and you would have had to trade up. And God, I mean, you've traded up so many times. At some point, we talk about the salary cap, and everybody that comes on here and talks about it's okay. The Saints have a system, and they've got these gurus for the salary cap. I get that. They figured it out. It's going to eventually bite you in the ass. And you're at that point right now. Sure, can you clear some money to sign a guy, 2 guys? Yeah, you can do it. You can become creative. Cool. You can't make wholesale changes because of what you've done. You can't go sign 6 guys. And you could be like, nobody ever signed. Yeah, they do. Teams sign 6 guys all the time to change the narrative of their franchise. You can't do that. You can sign 2 guys and 4 PUDs if you want to go do that. A couple of nads. You know what nads are? Non-athletic dudes. That's what nads are. Okay? You can sign some of those guys, but you can't change the culture. You can't change the talent because of how you've constructed everything. You've kicked the can down the road, and you have missed on almost all of your draft choices. Almost every one of them. Even the players that are good, you probably shouldn't have drafted them because you have bigger needs at other positions. You're
$72 million over the cap next year if nothing changes. The second place team is has $30 million more in cap than you. Well, you mentioned it. I mean, Atlanta did this. They signed Kirk Cousins. They went and signed Justin Simmons, who's turned into a great player at safety. They went and got Darnell Mooney. Jake, you can't make any of those moves.
Yeah.
We were talking about, can they go sign a big free agent offensive lineman or a wide receiver? No, you can't because you don't have the money to pay him. You go sign Lucas Patrick, who's okay, but you're only paying him 1.3. You can't go sign a receiver. I mean, who are you going to sign that's out there that's willing to take that kind of pay cut? There's nobody out there. Derek Carr's coming back this Sunday. Everybody relax.
It just made me tense up even more, to be honest.
No, y'all chill out. He's coming back. So is
He is expected to be back. Ooh. Is he?
Who?
Yeah.
He's going to be back?
Remember he said because he had the little thumb sprain because of the car accident.
So we get Red Rifle versus Derek Carr?
Again, it's game time decision, but I imagine against a division rival and Bryce Young's your other quarterback, Andy Dalton's going to play if he can.
I need Red Rifle versus Derek Carr.
To really drive the point home?
Yes.
Yeah.
How'd Bryce play last week?
He started out okay.
For him? For him.
Yeah, yes, for him.
24 37, 224, 2 tuds, 2 picks. But for him, it's not bad. Jalen Coker was their leading receiver for the Panthers.
I've heard of him before.
Good for you, because I have not. He played at Holy Cross. He's a rookie from Holy Cross. Had 4 for 78, though. So good on you, Bryce Young. He was throwing to Jalen Coker, David Moore, Sam Franklin Jr. Who is Sam Franklin Jr.?
Sam Franklin Sr.'s son.
I don't hate that. Can anybody tell me where Sam Franklin Jr., and by the way, this was actually a fake punt that he got thrown. Can anybody tell me what college he went to? It's in Pennsylvania.
It's in Pennsylvania. It's not going to be Penn State. That'd be too obvious.
I don't know colleges in Pennsylvania.
Pitt.
Besides that, yeah.
Temple.
Temple.
Yeah. You're right there.
Only Temple I know is Temple, Texas.
That's said like a true Texan. Touche?
It's true, yeah.
Exactly.
So as of yesterday, Jake, they say we still have not decided on who our starting quarterback's going to be based on Andy's health. Again, I imagine if he's healthy, he's going to play.
Look, I know Xavier Legette got targets too, but I was just trying to point out the ludicrous nature of who he was throwing to in the game. Listen, I just got some juice for this game if the Red Rifle plays, okay, because y'all know me. If you listen to this show, I was team Red Rifle over signing Derek Carr because you got the Red Rifle for $3 million, and Derek Carr was way more than that, okay? So, yeah, okay, I'm back. I am back. But I want the Red Rifle to play well.
Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.